Bang, bang, then go down. Multiple times down. Good. Walk them down and hook to those bodies.
Welcome to the DO Boxing Show. I'm here at the UFC gym, Mississauga. Please excuse my tattered shirt. I've been running around all day in the red shirt underneath. But I'm here with the head coach of the UFC Boxing, which is
Tyrone Bradshaw.
And
I'm Gloria.
And we're going to be talking about Gloria's journey into having her first amateur boxing match. So Gloria, can you just tell us, how did you get involved in boxing? Like, where was the beginning and where was that spark for you to start training in boxing?
So I joined the UFC gym last June, and which is exactly a year ago. I was bouncing between jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, boxing, kickboxing, and boxing just stuck with me. And it's mostly because Tyrone has been so encouraging, and it's only because of the great coach and the good sport that I stuck with it.
So tell me, what did the coaching consist of? What did the training consist of?
So people sometimes say that it's repetitive, like in the boxing conditioning, we're doing skip step or bouncing the same routine every single time. But then it's actually, all of it is good because as you repeat what you do, it becomes part of you, it becomes muscle memory, and so it just becomes natural.
And did you have to fit your training in with like a school schedule or work? How's that?
Yeah, so I am just composed of three things: that's work, study, and gym. That's
So tell us, how does the day go? How does the day go in the life of Gloria?
I work like about 14 hours a week, and then I study, and I go to school like 5 days a week, and then I come to the gym like 12 hours on average, so it's quite busy.
You're talking about throughout the week?
Throughout the week.
Okay, so Tyrone, bring us through, what does your classes consist of?
So we start at 7 o'clock. We have a conditioning class. And again, Gloria's absolutely right. That class is designed to obviously burn calories for the people that want to use boxing just as a form of staying fit, but it's also going through, it's highly technical. So it's just not bouncing around or hitting the bag. It actually has, there's purpose to what you're doing, and it's actually boxing moves that you're doing. It is repetitive so that you do master the movements and get into muscle memory and stuff like that. So we do a conditioning class. We start at 7 o'clock, we go to an hour. And then at 8:30 we have a skills class. So in the skills class, obviously we have a topic of the day that we're going to isolate and break down those kind of movements.
And can you tell me can you see the difference in when Gloria first came in and now that she's taken the steps to become competitive?
Well, that's the funny thing, because they come to the conditioning class, and again, she's absolutely right. I keep the conditioning class real tight. the same movements and the same time as we get through the routine. So it is a great marker for me to see people master each element of the skills as we go through. And at first, not being able to skip step, losing our balance, to now mastering all movements, getting around the bag, in and out of the danger zone.
Okay.
Totally different, yeah.
So now you're comfortable with that, Gloria. So can you bring us through the fight, like from the beginning of being notified to what happened, where the fight was, and how you were feeling?
So it was actually one Sunday after I just broke down crying after sparring. The coach just dropped it on me that I have a fight in a month. And then training was as usual. I was training at the same rate I was before.
Okay. So what were you doing? Are you running? Are you what's happening? Are you just doing the classes?
I come to every single class when I can, and also I try. Yeah, cardio is important, but I have injuries that I have to watch, so I have to go around that.
Okay. So when you're saying cardio, what kind of cardio do you do?
I like to run. I was a cross-country runner before this.
Oh, okay. So doing something outside, you bring in a kind of an old skill to a new sport that you're doing. And have you found that's been really helpful?
Yes.
Okay, so now you're doing your cross-country thing, you're doing your boxing thing. Bring us through the feelings and the emotions and everything leading up to this fight.
So everyone has been so supportive towards me, and I'm so grateful for that. I did not expect it of anyone.
Okay.
And that has helped me to just keep pushing.
Okay.
And do my best in the fight.
Okay, so Tyrone, where was the first fight? And bring us through those details of where it was held.
Yeah, so like Gloria said, it was the Sunday that she broke down, and I just thought it was the sweetest thing, because she actually broke down wanting to be great, wanting to be better, and that said a lot about her character. We decided at that time, as a coach and a student, that we were going to register for the bronze gloves.
Right,
So,
and the bronze gloves took place on June 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, 2018 at the Holiday Inn on Dixon Road.
So I've always had injuries, and I had to be ready for the fight. So it's hard to explain, but I have to know how my body is feeling and try not to push too hard, but push hard at the same time.
Okay, so you're gonna be pushing hard, but if you're kind of feeling discomfort or feel like you're gonna do damage to yourself, then you kind of ease back at that point.
Yeah, and also understand how long it takes for me to recover.
Okay, and so what was your feelings coming up? You had to go do the medical. What were you feeling inside?
I was excited for the fight. I've been waiting to get into the ring ever since I signed up with her.
Oh, okay. So you weren't nervous at all?
I was okay. I was nauseous, during the fight, the half an hour before the fight started, and I think that was nervousness.
Okay. So weeks before you were okay, but then coming up to fight time, you wanted to kind of vacate your lunch, or what was it? Give us descriptors, Gloria.
I wouldn't say that I was nervous the entire 4 weeks leading up to the fight.
Okay.
Because I was trusting the training, just focusing on the training.
Okay, cool. And then when it came to fight time, kind of the moment and the realization that you're there, you're about to step into the ring, you felt a little bit different then, or did you feel still the same?
It was the butterflies. It was being nauseous, even stepping into the ring, and for the first time being in a boxing ring.
So now, did you change anything about your diet, getting ready to go into competition?
So I had to lose 3 kilograms within a week.
Okay.
Before the fight.
So what did you do about that?
I had to cut out dairy, gluten, wheat, soy, and sodium.
And so you didn't have any issue with that?
No, I just stayed out of the house more.
And did you make the weight?
Yes. Oh, no, I actually was a kilogram heavier, but there was an allowance.
Oh, okay. And so, like, bring us to the fight. Describe how the fight went.
So, leading up to the fight, it was more intense than I ever expected, and I was so exhausted at the end of that 3 rounds. After the first round, I knew that I still had it in me, but the second round I knew that I was coming to my limits, and after the third round I was so exhausted. I was breathing so hard. My stomach was burning, and I wasn't even thinking straight. I went to coach and then I tried to get out of the ring, but I forgot that I had to stay in the ring.
So Tyrone, so now you're coaching. You're in the corner. You're seeing her at this level. Bring us through. Like, how did you see the fight, and how would you describe how things played out?
For her first fight, again, so there's something special about Gloria because, again, this is her first fight, and, she's never done anything like this before. But one thing, she's super confident in her abilities. And I remember, and I thought this was the best. I said, you're going to go in there, and there's a couple of things you should be aware of. All eyes are going to be on you. And without hesitation, she said, then I'll give them something to watch.
Oh, nice.
And it kind of got me nervous at that. So that was her attitude. So she had a great confidence going into it. Yes, she had butterflies, but for her first fight, we performed the way we performed in the gym. I was extremely, extremely happy with that. And for your first fight, those are the things you want to control. Control your emotions, your energy, your breathing. These are the things for your first fight. And I thought she actually just performed absolutely beautiful. Couldn't be more proud of her as a coach.
And so with her executing those things that are that you guys practice actually in the class and through your workouts, do you think that came from the repetition?
Yes, definitely.
And what are your thoughts on that?
You know what? Sometimes when you can shut off your mind and allow your body to react, that's what you want to do. In those kind of high pressure moments, sometimes you don't have time to think. You want your body to go through the motions, and you want to be in sharp form.
So Gloria, tell our viewers what is next. Do you have a nickname picked out yet? Tell them.
No, I can't tell them yet.
So what's next for you?
I have a fight next Saturday, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, and still training at the same rate.
Okay, and where's that fight going to be? Do you know?
Fight is going to be at Battle Arts. It's on June 23rd.
Okay.
So
and can people get tickets from you guys here at the UFC gym, or do they just got to get in touch with Battle Arts?
Yeah, just get in touch with Battle Arts.
And that's going to be in Mississauga. Battle Arts is located at Tompkin and Eglinton on the southwest corner. It's not a hard location to find. They've got great photos in their windows of their fighters and trainers there. Anything else you want to leave the viewers with before we sign off? Anything to let them know? Did you have a cheat meal after your fight?
Yeah. Coach bought us dinner, and that was like the first time in a long time I've eaten out. I usually have a really clean diet, so the change in diet wasn't too much.
Okay, so what did you guys have?
We had tacos, fried chicken.
All the bad stuff. Awesome. So thanks to the viewers for staying with us for this episode. And you know what? It's always interesting to know the different journeys that people go on. And so many thanks to Gloria for letting us take a peek inside how it was for her to prepare. Remember, if you have any questions related to boxing, send us a message through Twitter at DOKPOSIO or email okposio@hotmail.com. And don't forget to subscribe to get every episode of the DO Boxing Show. I was looking in the wrong corner. I'm supposed to look up there. Thanks so much for tuning into this episode, and we'll catch you on the next one.
you.